Hey, what's up, pop-up campers? Welcome back to It's Poppin', where we talk about everything pop-up camper related. So in this video, we're going to go over a super important topic, in my opinion, and that is rooftop air conditioner maintenance for your pop-up camper. Now, the reason this is so important is because if rooftop air conditioner maintenance is neglected, you run the risk of having water from just rain or elements running back into your roof where your air conditioner sits, or you also run the risk of having condensation that's generated by your rooftop air conditioner also running back into your rooftop. Both of those causing essentially water damage to your roof. It's sucking in that water. It can weaken that rooftop structure and ultimately fail. So that's why these things that we're going to talk about in this video are very important. So in my opinion, there's three things that you need to do for your rooftop air conditioner maintenance for your pop-up camper. First and foremost is simply cleaning out or changing out the filters in your air conditioner. So that's a really simple one. We'll get into that in a bit. The second one is going to be ensuring your rooftop air conditioner, essentially, and at least in our case, there's 4 really long bolts that hold the top of the air conditioner unit down to that bottom unit onto your roof. Now, when you're rolling down the highway, going over bumps and such, those bolts have a propensity to walk out. So it's really important that, I suppose maybe annually or something along those lines, you check the tightness of those bolts holding your rooftop air conditioner down. Because your rooftop, in essence, is kind of sandwiched onto a seal. So if it's not tight, it might allow water to walk back into your pop-up camper if it's not tight. Now, the third thing for rooftop maintenance is ensuring that the air conditioner condensation drains. There's small little, holes, drains, what have you, that allow condensation created by the air conditioner, allow that to run out of the air conditioner, down your roof, and, off onto the ground. So if you're not seeing, while you're running your air conditioner, if you're not seeing any water running off your roof and dripping down, that may mean those drains are blocked and they need to be cleared out. If they're not cleared out, and we've seen this in the past, I think it's happened both on our Starcraft prior to us owning it, as well as the Palomino that we renovated. If those get blocked with debris and such, that condensation can run back into your roof, which obviously is no good. So we'll jump into how to do each of those three things. Super simple, super easy. So we'll show you how to do that next. All right, guys, so stepping into the pop-up, first things first, we're going to tackle these air filters. And now, as many of you guys may know, we camp with our dogs, so a lot of hair, a lot of fur gets sucked up into our filters, and I can actually see it right now. So I'm going to flip you around and show you how to access those air conditioner filters. So as you guys can see, there are 2 little areas, or let's not call them little areas. There's 2 spots that you can take a screwdriver to, turn it maybe 90 degrees or so, and they will pop out, allowing you to pull down this entire apparatus right here, and then you can access your filters. So I went ahead and flipped over one of the filters here. As you can see, it's pretty full of dog hair and what have you. So definitely need to be cleaned out. You can do one of 2 things. You can either clean them out with water, or, and as many of you may have seen in our Palomino renovation video, they were just crumbling apart. These ones, they seem to be a little bit better shape than the Palomino ones. But if they're that bad, you can just buy new filters, cut to trim them down to whatever size you need, and replace them. So actually, I think I'm just going to replace these and forego washing them out with water. All right, guys, so here's our new material. Essentially what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay this old filter on top and then trace it, cut a new filter out, and we'll be good to go. And here we have some brand new filters ready to go back in. But before we do that, we're going to check a few more things. So for the next step, what we're going to do is remove these spring screws essentially, and there's 4 of them, each of them in each corner of your air conditioner unit. So we're going to remove those, and then we're also going to, if this is your first time checking it, remove any of the duct tape or what have you that connects your lower unit to your top unit. Also, I forgot to mention, but you may have 4 additional screws in the corners in these areas right here that you may have to take out as well. And once you have your bottom of your air conditioner off, you can check each of these bolts that are in the corner holding down that top of the air conditioner down. Now, once again, if you guys remember on the Palomino, one of these bolts was hanging down, oh, maybe an inch, maybe 2, of course, allowing water to get in on one of the corners, and which can, of course, cause water damage in the wood in your roof right here. And once you guys are done checking the tightness of your screws, you can actually kind of check out your seal that runs in between your air conditioner and the roof. And a lot of these seals will have some sort of indicator for how tight they should be. As you can see, this one just maybe a touch tight, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. As you can kind of see on those yellow tabs, they're just below the roof line here. So you can also check those as well while you're checking out your bolts. Now, unfortunately, you're gonna have to replace that duct tape that goes in between the lower part of the air conditioner unit as well as a upper part of the air conditioner unit, but you can use any duct tape you want, gray, white, whatever. Maybe you can reuse the stuff you took off, but I usually just replace it with some fresh stuff. Make sure there's a nice seal in between the top and bottom. So as you can see, we got the roof top drop down, and now just a quick caveat, you can of course do this in whatever order you want, but we had the pop-up up, so we did the things we did first because it was up. So we got the rooftop drop down, and now we're going to check out those drain valves essentially on the air conditioner. So it might be a touch difficult to see, but I'm going to point it out towards you. So here is one valve, one of the drain valves right here, this little white piece that is just up off the roof line. And of course, there's a second one just on the other side. All right, so now in order to clear out any possible obstructions that might be in those drain valves, I'm gonna use an air compressor and adapter that one might use to inflate a basketball or a football or something like that. It's one of these little needles that will actually be able to fit up into that drain valve. So we're gonna fire up the air compressor, hook this up, and then just blow some air through it, make sure those are cleared out. So if you can't, for whatever reason, get an air compressor nozzle under here to blow out the valve from the exterior, what you're gonna have to do is open up this front compartment right here. Now it's rather simple, there's just a handful of screws. So screw here, there's actually some screws under this tape, and then down at the bottom and along the front as well. And then there's one more screw at the back on each side that you'll have to take care of. So this will all lift up and off, and then you'll be able to access the compartment underneath where the drain nozzles are located. Just so you can see a little bit more of what I'm talking about, the drainage holes are right, well, it's a little hard to see, right down there under that copper tube. So I'll back it up a little bit, and this is what we're working with on the pop-up camper. So they are down in here, and of course they're on either side. All right guys, so there you have it. 3 simple steps on taking care of your pop-up camper rooftop air conditioner, making sure those filters are changed out maybe annually or whenever they get dirty, making sure that rooftop air conditioner is tight on the roof, and then third, of course, making sure those drainage valves are cleared out so you don't have any air conditioner condensation going back into your roof. As always, guys, if you enjoyed the video, the best way to support us is to, of course, subscribe. And something new I learned lately, that if you, once again, enjoyed the video and give it a thumbs up, it helps YouTube know that you enjoyed the video and that other people who are like you guys watching pop-up camper videos might enjoy the video too, might get some value of it. So like I said before, if you enjoyed it, definitely hit that thumbs up button. We definitely appreciate it. And once again, as always, hopefully we see you in the next video. If not, hopefully we see you out there camping.